Hello, everyone. George is here, and welcome to today's question. What are the six level of learnings and why they are important to understand for us to learn, to apply, to get the knowledge, to really get the right knowledge, and also how to apply the same for our clients. Because at the end, what we do on social media, what we do on our marketing, what we do on our advertising, what we do even on our sales and customer service process with our clients also incorporate those six levels of learning. So those six levels of learning, you they take you from the learning phase to the practicing phase to the phase that you can get a specific goal achieved or a specific result. And at the same time, let me just do some. Okay, and at the same time, it helps your customer to take their level of awareness, their level of information and knowledge about their problem, about the problem you help them to solve, and about the solution that you present to them as a solution, as the only solution for that specific problem. So they can get all that learning, all that knowledge, and it takes them to the next level to understand how they can apply that kind of knowledge so that they can get a specific result from the solution, from the offer, from the product, from the service that you are offering them. So those six levels of learning are, and I'm going to list them. I put like some notes on my phone so I don't forget any piece. So the first one is how to remember, how to recall the data. So the first thing, like when you get a piece of information, is like literally you need to repeat it in a way that you can remember it. This is why on social media, when we advertise, or even before when we post about our solution or about our testimonials or anything about our business, we always post in a way that goes chronological and scheduled, and we use what we call the repetition. Gary V, if you know the famous Gary V, one of the marketing experts in the market, this is what literally he does. This is how he does all his marketing, and this is how he's been successful in doing marketing and sales. And this is how he works with his clients, is just by creating what he calls the micro content. The micro content is just a repetition of the content or the big piece of content that he creates every single week. So all what he does, he creates one piece, could be like 1 hour video, and then he chunk up this video in micro content, and he redistribute that or those micro content on different platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, any social media platform. He redistribute that in a way to repeat or to endorse the information he has explained in this like main piece on that he posted on social media. So literally, like learning repetition, it comes from practicing that kind of knowledge, and after the learning phase, it comes the understanding, because like people, they cannot repeat information they don't understand. And that's like at that level, it's super important to remember that when we do social media, when we do marketing, when we do even sales pages, like we have to put everything in what we call simple language, simple English, simple your language. So we don't complicate things. We don't use keywords. We don't use terminology. We don't use, or we try to avoid them. But if you have to use those kinds of keywords or technology, like complicated words, like you have to explain what do they mean exactly. So literally, don't go and say sales funnel, and people, they don't understand what is sales funnel, or neuropsychology, blah blah blah, or hypnotic, whatever. Like you have to like keep, or you have to like to put it in like to use that keyword, and literally after that, directly after that, explain what it means. So when I say hypnotic, what is hypnotic? Hypnotic, also known, blah blah blah. Sales funnel, also known, blah, blah, blah. Your keyword, also known, blah, but like such and such and such. So literally, you have to tell people, your audience, directly what this keyword means and what it stands for. So we have the learning where we get all the information, we get all the data, we practice, we try to understand that data takes us to the next level or to the next level, which is like the understanding level of the learning phase. And after we understand, we have to apply what we have understood. So literally with the repetition you give with your micro content you give your client in like a way to repeat or to do something like a micro task for every single micro content for every single piece. We always give our clients a what we call sometimes an offer, but the offer is no more than just like a task or action to take, because at the end even your product is not just a product. Your product is an action, is a task for your client to apply in their life. So if I'm buying this shirt, it is my task as the client to put that shirt, to dress that shirt, to make it clean so it gives me the result that I want, which is like this shirt will make me beautiful, will make my face lighter, will impress my boss, will impress my uh, like my partner, like whatever the result or the meaning of buying this shirt for me as a client. So literally, I have to practice. I have to apply what I learned and in the information phase, what I have understood from all the advices that you gave me as the business owner on that shirt, like how to match the colors, how to put that shirt, how to use it, what is the best weather to wear it, and all those kinds of knowledge and information. So literally, you start with the learning, and you take your client to the understanding level, and then to application level. After that, like we use that on customer service, like how to follow up with the client after they buy. So we call them, we send them surveys, and we ask them a couple questions. And this phase is to help them analyze like what kind of result, what is the goal, what are the challenges, like what is the likes and dislikes about a certain product, what the do's and don'ts about this specific product. So right now we are in the analyzing phase, like analyze the phase of analyzing something, like analyzing the task, analyzing the product or the offer. So learning, understanding, applying, analyzing. So after like those four, now it becomes like part of the higher level of analyzing is the how you can evaluate all the data that you collect back from the feedback form, from the phone calls, from the follow up with that client. And after you do that, now literally what we call now you are able to create the uh, there is no perfect in life, but in this case, let's call it the perfect offer, the perfect system, the perfect result, the perfect way of helping your clients to achieve what they want to achieve. So those six levels, I want to repeat them and I want you to remember them because they apply for everything that we do in our life. It applies when we learn something. It applies when we practice something to get a specific result. It applies for us. It applies for our customers. It applies on our product. It applies on our marketing, social media, advertising, sales, scripts, system, processes, like anything literally we do in life, they apply in there. So we have to understand like those six levels, and you have to keep them front of your eyes. I will print them and put them in my office so I don't forget any level of those, because literally if you mess with those levels or if you miss one of them, you're going to struggle how to sell, how to market, how to convince, how to communicate with your customer. So keep that in mind to be successful. Success is not just a random, is not by chance. Literally, success is by choice, and the choice is to understand literally the science, not only the art, but the science of doing things in your business, especially when it comes to communication, to marketing, to sales, to offers, and everything, every single piece that you do in your business. So literally, those six you have to remember them always. They are the like the remembering or the learning phase, the understanding, the applying, the analyzing, the evaluation, and the creation of your product, of your marketing, of your communication, of your HR, of your admin, of your uh, like learning buying an online course, like anything that you do, anything that you sell, they apply in there. So keep that in mind. So Dr. Joe Dispenza, I remember Dr. Joe Dispenza, they like he regrouped them in three big categories, and he called them thinking to doing to being, and literally it is just the same. So now you see like what like psychology marry right now the neuroscience. It marries the application of biology and the application of neuroscience. So this is how like this is the way we've been created. This is the way human beings communicate, human beings functions on a daily basis. If you understand the psychology, if you understand the neuroscience of human beings, everything becomes clearer, everything becomes easier to apply and to understand. So Dr. Jyoti Spencer, the well-known neuroscientist, he regrouped those six into three big categories, and he called them thinking to doing to being. So thinking is the learning, the knowledge, like those kind of levels. The doing is the new experience, is when you practice that knowledge, when you practice that information, that practical information, it becomes part of you. And the being, when it becomes a routine, when it becomes engraved in your subconscious mind, and becomes like you become like you started to practice them on autopilot without even like thinking like I need to remember this. You just do them on autopilot. It becomes like your being, your state of being. So this is how you incorporate your mind, your body, and your soul, as Dr. Joe Spencer explains. The importance of those six phases or the three categories, how he grouped them in three important categories: thinking, to doing, to being. With that being said, if you have any question, put that in the comment section. If you are watching this as a replay, also use hashtag smart income. And I will see you tomorrow with a new question and a new topic. This is George, and you